Hi everybody, Brad DeRoche here. Welcome to my series on sight reading. This is lesson number 2. In today's lesson, we're going to learn the notes in the middle register of the guitar. And I won't spend a lot of time with this in each lesson because I did present this in lesson number 1. But this sheet is going to be very handy, so please use this sheet to refer to until you get accustomed to the notes. Today we're going to learn the natural notes in the middle register of the guitar. So here, middle register, so it'll be this second column from the left. And we're only going to focus on the notes here for the first part of this video and only letter names and frets again. So we're not trying to learn music notation yet. That will come after we get the note names down. Okay? So to begin with, I like to start on the bottom, on the 6th string. So we will start here, 6th string middle register. And the notes, if you look there, the notes will be A, B, C. And the frets are 5, 7, 8. Okay? So A5, B7, C8. So what we do is we find the 5th fret, and we're going to use first finger for the lowest note in each register. Okay? So this would be A on the 5th fret, followed by B on the 7th, and C on the 8th. Now, all of these, again, will fit into one hand position. So try to use different fingers for each note and don't shift the left hand back and forth to play them. Just use one hand position. A, B, C, like this. So I don't have a note here on the 6th fret, so I don't use the middle finger, second finger. All right, anyway, you get the idea. So what we're going to do is to progress through all 6 strings in an ascending fashion. A, B, C. The frets are 5, 7, and 8. So I'll say the frets as we go along the first time. A, 5, B, 7, C, 8. Then we'll move up to the 5th string, and the notes there will be D, 5, E, 7, F, 8. Okay? Then we're up to the 4th string, and you'll notice here on the 4th string there are only 2 notes. The notes are G, 5, and A on the 7th fret. Now there's something unique here that comes up on the 3rd string. And the 3rd string, the first note is a B, and it happens to start on the 4th fret. So you'll notice here I had to do a 1 fret shift to get down to the 4th fret to play the B. All right, so you will move down to the 4th fret to play B on the 3rd string, B4, C5, D7. Then for the next string, we're back up again to the 5th position. That's why I don't call these positions. I call them registers. It was for that very reason. All right, they're not all in the same position. So here we are on the 2nd string. The notes are E5, F6, and G8. Be careful, you're going to want to play an F sharp because your ear's going to hear G as tonic. All right, so E5, F6, and G8. On the 1st string, A5, B7, and C8. All right, so that was our ascending fashion. Then, of course, we want to do them descending. We would start with the C on the 8th fret, so it would be C8, B7, A5, and then we would move down to the next string and so on. So let's just go through these in order. Your goal is to be able to play them very quickly, smoothly, so that you have them memorized, so that you can just go through A5. And I'm going to stop saying the frets because after a while I don't think the frets are imperative. In the beginning it is, just to make sure you're playing in the right place. And match that with the sheet that I gave you, with this sheet, so you have the right fret. Okay? So let's just go through them kind of quickly from lowest note up to the highest. And then I'm going to repeat the highest note when we get to this high C, and start a descending pattern and go all the way down to the bottom. So here they are, ascending and descending. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now descending, C, B, A, G, F, E, shift down for the next one, D on the 7th fret, D, C, B, shift back up, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Okay? So Again, your objective is to attach a letter name to a specific place of string and fret. So A, whenever you play there, you got to think that's an A, that's a B, and that's a C, and so on. Now, you can make it a little bit more interesting and more challenging by going to random strings and bouncing around. For right now, just do them in little groups, A, B, C, C, B, A. I'm not going to worry too much about whether or not you can find the note in between, because there's only 3 notes per string, sometimes 2. And so most of the time people can find the middle note by proxy. All right, it's not going to be too hard. And that's why the reason I don't do sharps and flats right now either, because we can find those by proxy. If you're playing F and you know where F is and you know where G is, well, then in between is going to be your F sharp. Okay, so that's it for today. It's just learning the notes in the middle register only, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, specific strings and frets. And again, if this sheet should be pretty handy, but don't try and look at the sheet the whole time you're playing. You're just trying to look at your guitar and memorize where those notes are on the guitar. Once you get them memorized on the guitar by looking at them, then try to do it without looking. Just maybe give yourself a reference point for starters, and then think, okay, where are A, B, C on the 6th string? A, B, C, and so on. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next lesson. Cheers.